enters day 31.
Go for what is called the nuclear option. Get rid of the filibuster and get rid of it now. Republican leaders in the Senate have already rejected that idea, but if you nuke the filibuster, the GOP can reopen the government on their own and bring to an end, among other things, flight delays, with more air traffic controllers calling out sick.
That's Fox's Doug Luzader. Those sick outs are part of the reason why there have been thousands of those delays daily as those controllers continue to work without pay.
A lot of our people can go through the miss of one paycheck, and it's hard for them, but a lot of them can get through it. None of them can get through 2 paychecks.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy furloughed federal workers who aren't on the job in the shutdown haven't gotten any pay. As Republicans and Democrats remain in a stalemate over federal funding, millions of Americans who get food stamp assistance won't get that anymore starting tomorrow. Though states have sued the Trump administration trying to get a court to order contingency emergency funds be tapped into. Hurricane Melissa's been hitting Bermuda after causing at least 15 deaths in Jamaica, where the devastation's widespread, has hit one of the most powerful hurricanes ever when it hit Jamaica.
The State Department is asking the U.S. military to help with disaster relief in Jamaica and the Bahamas by providing air support for airlifts of food, water, and other supplies to remote areas cut off by Hurricane Melissa.
Well, that's Fox's Jared Halpern. There's also damage and a need for assistance in Cuba. After a scandal that's been a royal pain in Britain,
Prince Andrew will no longer be Prince Andrew. Buckingham Palace announcing that King Charles is beginning a formal process to remove his brother's remaining titles and evict him from his royal residence. It's continued fallout from Andrew's links to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, though the palace acknowledges that he continues to deny the allegations against him.
That's Fox's Lisa Brady, and the prince, now former prince, has never been charged. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
Why a U.S. Marine could be headed to prison. Nothing on radar, 43 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 58. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 6:02. A U.S. Marine faces charges including sex with a young girl and kidnapping. Here's Jake McDaniel.
Last Friday, William Richard Roy traveled from North Carolina to Chicago, then took an Uber over to Hammond, Indiana the next day. Roy met the girl at a park, took her back to Chicago, and then traveled by bus to North Carolina. Roy was arrested and charged, and the girl was recovered. This was after FBI agents spotted them when the bus arrived on Sunday. Agents began looking into this after they say the girl's grandma said she was missing on Saturday. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A man was killed last night after somebody driving a minivan hit him in downtown Indianapolis. Happened about 8 o'clock near this intersection of South Illinois and West Maryland streets. The person driving that minivan is working with police. They had to take an impairment test, but police say there's no indication that drugs or alcohol played a role. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita is appealing a judge's decision that dismissed his lawsuit against St. Joseph County Sheriff Bill Redmond. The appeal comes after 9 illegal immigrants with criminal records were released from that county jail.
In the judgment of federal immigration authorities, Sheriff Redmond is not honoring detainer requests. He's not holding illegal aliens that ICE is asking him to hold so that they can, pick them up for deportation.
Assistant Chief Deputy Blake Lanning says the focus is on protecting families in South Bend, and AG Rokita says he is prepared to take this case to the Indiana Supreme Court. And Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor named Offensive Player of the Month in the AFC for October. Here's John Herrick.
On Thursday, Taylor spoke about that in front of the media, saying he's grateful for the award, but the work is not done.
We got to continue to put good tape on film, and I think that's something that we all try to do year in and year out, is try to put great tape on film.
He says the Colts are playing unselfish football, and that's a big reason why they're 7-1. Taylor averaged almost 7 yards a carry and had 9 rushing touchdowns in the month of October. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Friday morning at 6:04.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swainco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swainco 317-407-1868 or swaincollc.com.
Looking for a cozy spot to relax, work, or grab your coffee to go? LC Coffee House in Noblesville, Indiana has you covered. Try our indulgent affogato, a sweet blend of espresso and ice cream. Or sample our coffee flights to discover your perfect brew. In a rush, our drive-thru is ready to serve you fast and fresh. Need a space to collaborate? We offer meeting rooms perfect for co-working. Whether you're grabbing a quick drink or spending the day with us, LC Coffee House is the place to be.
All right, Interstate's looking pretty good right now as we check northbound 65 in the construction zone on the south side. No problems here as you make your way up from South Keystone Avenue into the south split. Again, that's a construction zone until the end of next year. Looking at northbound 465 on the east side, no problems as you make your way through Lawrence. Wide open right now from 70 up to 69. You'll hit the construction right around Penn Pike, but everything's moving the way it should here at the moment. Traffic sponsored by Moderna. Mnext by COVID-19 vaccine, mRNA by Moderna is here. To find it near you, visit mnextspike.com. That's mnexspike.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist, what's going on?
Hey, Tony, good morning. Happy Friday. No problems here for your Halloween. We are dry all day long. More sun than clouds with seasonable temperatures. Today's high 58. Not as breezy as the last couple of days, so it really should be a nice day. No problems for the trick-or-treat hours tonight. We'll hang out in the mid-50s with mainly clear skies. We'll stay clear and chilly then overnight tonight, a low down to 38. Saturday, partly cloudy, a high of 55. There might be a sprinkle or two overnight tomorrow night. Sunday, dry, partly cloudy, a high of 55. And Monday, we're going to warm it back up. Sunshine, a high of 60.
We're warming it up to a high of 60.
Yes.
We do not rain on trick-or-treaters tonight.
No rain. Wind shouldn't be a problem. Should be a nice night, yeah.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Redemption.
Every once in a while.
Right? It's like,
it works out.
It's like a weather sorbet. Cleanses the palate.
Sorbet. That's right.
Right. You know what I mean by cleanse the palate? You know, a little.
I get it, yeah.
Okay. Making sure.
But can you confirm, I heard rumors that you're handing out brisket tonight.
Oh, no, that's not true.
Oh, it's not true?
I'm going to hand it to my mouth. That's... I will have bourbon for others. I will not have brisket for others.
Okay, very good. Okay.
Yeah, no. The brisket is mine and mine alone. And I apologize for nothing. So. And also, I was way too tired to start it last night, so it didn't happen. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get
that. Gotta be there. You gotta be ready for it. If you're not willing to commit, don't do the thing.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
There it is.
That's
Marcus Bailey.
Well, enjoy the evening. Yep.
Yes, sir. You too. 41 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:08.
This hour powered by Stevenson Heating and Cooling, your American Standard air dealer, serving Johnson and Morgan counties.
I have no idea what the Republicans are going to do now. I have no idea why President Trump decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put out a lengthy social media post that says we should nuke the filibuster. Okay. Sure. If caving to the Democrats and giving them exactly what they want so they can get control of the Senate and then have a nuked filibuster is what you want, go right ahead. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. President Trump put out a post on Truth Social saying, do this. Why are we allowing this to happen? We need to get the country running again. I don't disagree. John Thune is already on record saying he will protect the filibuster, thus requiring the threshold to end debate at 60 votes. Preventing a simple majority from making things happen in the Senate. And here comes President Trump saying, why are we doing this? It's time to play the Trump card and go for what is called the nuclear option. Get rid of the filibuster and get rid of it now. Never have the Democrats fought so hard to do something because they knew the tremendous strength that terminating the filibuster would give them. They want to substantially expand and pack the U.S. Supreme Court, make Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico states, thereby picking up Senate seats and House seats and many other highly destructive things. Well, now we are in power, and if we did what we should be doing, it would immediately end this ridiculous country-destroying shutdown. If the Democrats ever came back into power, which would be made easier for them if the Republicans are not using the great strength and policies made available to us by ending the filibuster, the Democrats will exercise their rights, and it will be done in the first day they take office, regardless of whether or not we do it. Okay. You have Democrats saying that this is going to end after the election, which is the New Jersey governor's race and the Virginia governor's race. Maybe. You have Democrats looking at their party and saying, you're gross. And President Trump is more concerned about the talking of trolls on social media. I have nothing left to offer, guys, on this subject. Republicans handled everything perfectly. This is all the fault of Chuck Schumer. 10,000%. Trump pulled the rug and the floor and the floorboards and the basic foundation out from the Republicans, who now have to look at him and say, we're not getting rid of the filibuster. And so now they got to fight a two-front war. I don't think they can do that. I have no idea how they think they're going to respond. What I know is Trump took victory and said, not today, Satan. Can it spin? Oh, we'll get into that. But I have no idea why he would do this. None. And his acolytes, well, they're going to say, yeah, we should do this. This is not strategy. That's my first take. I'll dig deeper in a little bit. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. Saab looking to ramp up production in Indiana at 6:32. Brought to you by IBJ's 2026 Economic Forecast, presented by Fifth Third Bank, Thursday, November 13th. Reserve your corporate table at ibj.com/events.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
And it's really important to me, too, why we're getting to do this, is that you get to go be with Bay.
I get to go be with my husband. Simple Quarters was the best option for me because I ended up connecting with Ronnie on a personal level. There was no BS involved. It was simply straightforward, to the point, honesty. And that is what made me go with Simple Quarters.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME.
This is Sammy Tammy, encouraging you to visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov. There you can search for any unclaimed pleasant nightmares that are waiting to be claimed by you. Indiana Unclaimed returns a wicked $1 million every week to Hoosiers across the state. Now go, my goblins. It's fast, easy, and free to search. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
Traffic on the 5s, Matthew Bear. What is happening?
What's happening, Tony? Looking at northbound 465 on the east side, we're doing okay right now. Everybody's moving up to speed. It's what we like to see. Now, if you're going down to the airport from the downtown hotels this morning, doing some ride sharing, I'm checking westbound 70 for you. Looks fantastic as you get on from Meridian, West Street, whatever your poison is picked. Looking at westbound 70, fantastic out to the airport collector with Ronald Reagan Parkway and Ameriplex. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:15.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Owe the IRS $10,000 or more in business or personal back taxes? Call the Tax Doctor now. Learn how to pay the IRS less. 800-430-3062. 800-430-3062.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Soybeans. Oh, I know it's Halloween. I was just saying I'm dressing up as a soybean. It's my very on top of the news cycle costume. No? Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. As reported by News Nation, soybean farmers are grateful for Trump's trade deal with China. I would assume they're grateful when they see dollars coming in. We've been through this, and it's not that I don't want this. I desperately want this. I want it for our farmers right here and across the country. You have got this deal where Trump was just in Asia. He's back. They're going to buy soybeans again. They promised to buy at least 25 million metric tons of soybeans annually for the next 3 years. Now, to the soybean farmers, or any farmers in general who know the subject, Tony at TonyKatz.com. We haven't done a farmers roundtable in a long time. I think we're due. But is compared to what is normally purchased by China, can someone give me a kind of understanding of 25 million metric tons? What it sounds like is a lot. Normally that's the answer to the question of how much light beer has Nigel consumed in his lifetime. What is 25 million metric tons? But I don't know what it is, comparatively speaking, to what China would buy in any given year or in any level of historical average. So if anybody can get me that information, I'd love it. Now we have something to compare it to. People are just going to say, look how much they're going to buy. I don't know how much they used to buy before. And people who aren't farmers like me, how do you even associate that to anything? Just repeat a number and just decide, well, that's good. As reporting goes from the Associated Press, and that's why I want to double check it, China's going to buy 12 million metric tons between now and January. That's half the typical annual volume. So clearly, I'm on to something with this subject. But I can understand the concept of grateful. It's a step in the right direction. With all of these trade deals, I don't think people should be hitting on Trump for saying, okay, we've got a framework here, we've got an opportunity here. It's far more than you got from Biden. What you should be asking is, when does the results show? In all of these trade deals, the result is what matters. And so now how do we get there? How do we see that? A step in the right direction? That's good. There are some discussions about how, even though they're buying, the pricing isn't right and soybean farmers are going to lose out. There's a lot here. And Tony at TonyKatz.com. I want to hear everything. I want to go to soybean school, and I want to understand what it is that we're dealing with. It's like Operation Arctic Frost. The document dumps that have been going on, where the Biden Justice Department, via Jack Smith, the special counsel, going after and investigating conservative activists, donors, organizations, senators. They were investigating Senator Ted Cruz. 2,000 pages of subpoenas issued by the special counsel Jack Smith for their targets' banking data, communications, and other information. Now, it's 2,000 pages of subpoenas. It's 197 subpoenas, so pages versus the total number of subpoenas. Was about show me the man and I'll show you the crime. They didn't have crimes. They were just looking for them. They didn't have inklings of crimes. They were just looking for them. The Department of Justice surveilled Senator Ted Cruz's office landline. That got revealed in a press conference on Wednesday. And the 6 attorneys who signed the subpoenas are no longer employed by the Department of Justice. Was there any question that the Biden administration, DOJ under Merrick Garland, was engaged in a political attack against their opponents? The answer is no. Well, Trump's engaged in a political attack. He at least tells you he's doing the attacking. We're not sending the DOJ to engage in a clandestine operation to surveil you. This is not the first time this has happened. And the Bidens want to say, and the Democrats want to say, my gosh, scandal-free. Oh, holy hell. It wasn't scandal-free when they found Hunter's Coke in the White House. I'm saying it was Hunter's Coke. That's my take. That is my take. It was Hunter's. If you want to prove me wrong, show me the videos. Oh, wait, the video doesn't show who put cocaine in a cubby? Of course it doesn't. Well, why would that be the only place in the White House that doesn't have a camera on it? That and whatever the private room is off the Oval Office where Bill Clinton could get a little extracurricular. Only 2 places that don't have a camera. Gosh. And then, I know it's a story about the royals. It doesn't matter. It's a great story. King Charles lowering the freaking boom on Andrew, who is no longer Prince Andrew, his brother. He is now Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Lost the title and lost the home. This because of Jeffrey Epstein. By the way, release the Epstein files. I don't know what we're waiting for. Oh, if we can nuke the filibuster, we can release Epstein files. What does it all matter? People very often on social media will be like, you just don't want to release the Epstein files. I'm like, you've never listened to this show at all. From day one. Clear record. Of course, release the Epstein files. Everything that you can release, you should release. Are people going to be mentioned who are innocent? Absolutely true. Just because you're listed doesn't mean you're guilty of anything. That's what investigations are about. Who was engaged in the sexual impropriety? If we know that answer, I want people in jail. Andrew, it seems, was involved in the sexual impropriety. And he will not say he did it. He's denying everything. And the palace has said their majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will remain with the victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse. So he lost the lease to his house. He is no longer prince, and he's going to be moving to a private estate, and the king is going to basically pay the rent. That's what I don't even know what that's comparative to. Right? Is that like when a college loses its football team and they're given the death sentence and they're not allowed to do it? It's like that. It's over. It's over. All the protection that Queen Elizabeth gave him is gone. Gone. Now, you say to me, Tony, it's the royals. I don't care. I'm discussing how Andrew must see this thing. The charmed life. All gone. Something else. Matt Bear's got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Hey, what's up, Tony? Looking at northbound 65 on the south side, slow from Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. Inbound 69, 4-minute trip. That's it from State Road 37 to 465. No delays up there. And coming in from Boone County, good morning, Lebanon. Looking fantastic. Southbound 65, US 52 down to the Dog Leg. Just have a safe Friday morning commute. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to drexelin.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show, and Hershey says that Halloween hasn't been so sweet for candy sales. Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Hey, it's Big Joe for Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, an independent American Standard Platinum customer care dealer. Jim Scott is the owner, and he's ready to take his success into Boone and Hamilton counties.
We have a lot of high-quality equipment. We do high-quality jobs. We do our own duct fabrications. We have service contracts. So with the value that we built because of our 5-star rating, the other counties, as much growth as there is, there's just not enough contractors.
Put the best to work for you at jimsheating-air.com. Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name. And the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com. You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
This is Sammy Tammy, encouraging you to visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov. There you can search for any unclaimed pleasant nightmares that are waiting to be claimed by you. Indiana Unclaimed returns a wicked $1 million every week to Hoosiers across the state. Now go, my goblins. It's fast, easy, and free to search. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
President Trump says it's time to do away with this. Nothing on radar. 43 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 56. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. The government shutdown hits day number 31 as President Trump is talking about drastic steps to make it end.
The president posted about the shutdown last night on Truth Social. It is now time for Republicans, he wrote, to play their Trump card and go for what is called the nuclear option. Get rid of the filibuster and get rid of it now. Republican leaders in the Senate have already rejected that idea, but if you nuke the filibuster, the GOP can reopen the government on their own and bring to an end, among other things, flight delays, with more air traffic controllers calling out sick. And while troops will be paid today after the Pentagon shifted some funding around, tomorrow federal SNAP benefits are set to run out. Head Start and WIC funds will soon be in jeopardy, just as open enrollment begins for Obamacare plans.
That's Fox's Douglas Zader reporting from Washington, D.C. Low-income Hoosiers need to get money for food assistance. That was the plea Wednesday from Democrat Representative Greg Porter when he made his case in front of the State Budget Committee.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have over $1 billion, maybe $2 billion in our surplus. You know, these are tough times. We have a rainy day fund. It's storming.
The committee decided not to use the state dollars to pay for federal SNAP funding over concerns that it would not get reimbursed. It's almost time to fall back.
Daylight saving time is the period between March and November when most of the U.S. sets their clocks forward by an hour. That's why we gain more daylight in the summer evenings. But when we fall back in November, it adds more daylight in the mornings. And not every state and territory in the U.S. observes daylight saving time. Those who don't are Hawaii, Arizona, with the exception of the Navajo Nation, American Samoa, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
That's Fox's Tanya J. Powers. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It is 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Executives from Sweden-based Saab and Virginia-based Boeing gathered at Purdue University Airport Thursday to celebrate their collaboration to build and deliver the T-7A Red Hawk Advanced Trainer aircraft to the U.S. Air Force. Just over 4 years ago, Saab cut the ribbon on a $37 million research and manufacturing facility at Purdue's Discovery Park. And Saab CEO Michael Johansson told reporters that Saab is ready to ramp up production in West Lafayette.
This facility that we have, we can expand it because we have more land. And the rate will now ramp up, of course, supporting the Boeing deliveries to the Air Force. So this is a very important milestone to me. And also, of course, why we selected this site, why we Saab established ourselves here in West Lafayette is, of course, because of also the closeness to Purdue.
An analysis shows that relocating an existing casino to Indianapolis, which has been floated by some lawmakers, would generate an estimated $170 million in gambling tax revenue annually and more than $490 million in estimated gross annual revenue. Downtown Indianapolis and the Fort Wayne area would be the best sites in Indiana to open casinos in order to maximize gambling revenue and taxes. That according to a newly published study conducted by Philadelphia-based Spectrum Gaming Group. The CEO of Evansville-based Escalade has resigned after just under 7 months leading the sporting goods and recreational equipment manufacturer. The company says Patrick Griffin has been tapped to serve as interim CEO following the departure of Armin Bohm. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana University is shaping the future of healthcare with Hoosiers in mind. Advancing discoveries that become treatments for Alzheimer's, obesity, cancer, and rare diseases, and training the providers trusted to deliver them. From the lab to your local clinic, IU powers medical breakthroughs and the talent behind them. Discover how IU is solving what's next at iu.edu/impact.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress. From the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, invest in connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.
Early Learning Indiana, a nonprofit focused on early childhood education, has promoted executive Aaron Kissling to president and CEO, replacing outgoing leader Maureen Weber. Kissling currently serves as the organization's chief learning officer. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
Yeah, check it out. Westbound 70 from the east side. 4 minutes in from 465 to the north split. Looking pretty good here so far this morning as we check out northbound 65 coming up from Johnson County. And yeah, that's all right too, Greenwood and Franklin, as you make your way up State Road 44 King to 465 on the south side. I have you on 14-minute travel time with no delays at the moment. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. We check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Tony, good morning. Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor named AFC Offensive Player of the Month. It's the third time he's earned that honor, but he says don't give him any credits. It's all on the offensive line.
Everyone playing unselfish, and we've played unselfish before, but it's just you see it on tape. You see guys like Pitt, Alec busting their tails from backside to try and go and just get a piece of a guy on a block.
Taylor is probably one of the top runners up for MVP award. The Colts 7-1 take on the Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday. Colts coverage at 10 a.m. on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan with Colts pregame huddle. Countdown to kickoff starts at noon, then the game at 1. The Pacers looking for its first win of the season. They play the Atlanta Hawks tonight in the NBA Cup group play. That tips off at 7 o'clock. In the World Series tonight, the Toronto Blue Jays can wrap it up against the LA Dodgers. First pitch at 8. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
Hi, this is Richard Stevenson, reminding you we give free second opinions. Call us at 317-557-8532.
Stevenson Heating and Cooling is your independent American Standard air dealer.
I appreciate the soybean farmers that are reaching out. Producer Carl will be in touch. We're all going to get together. I gotta get an understanding here. Make sure I see it the way I see it. Major Mike Lyons scheduled to be with us on Tony Katz today at noon because President Trump has said we need to start doing some nuclear testing. We need to be testing our nuclear weapons stockpile. And people are losing their minds. And I put forward to you that the people losing their minds have no idea what is in our nuclear stockpile and whether or not these things need to be tested at all. They simply have a reaction, and reaction is not intellect. Reaction is emotional pablum from children. I reached out to people, and the response has been, yeah, you got to test these things. we're actually overdue. The constant, continual refrain of, I can't believe Trump is doing this. It's so freaking boring. And what it is meant to do is to put you on this heightened state of alert. So everything is always shocking all the time. And no one ever asks the question, well, should you test these things? I'm told I have to test the batteries in my smoke detector every 6 months. Is it really so crazy to think that you might have to test a nuclear weapon? Well, we shouldn't have nuclear weapons. It would be a different argument than whether or not we need to test them because the other guys have them. And as much as you may not like them, you can blame Oppenheimer. I say make sure they're in working condition if we're going to have them. And we are going to have them. So we can all be grown-ups in the room and not be out there holding up some ridiculous picket sign like we're going to make any difference or any change in this reality. Look what Trump did. He's got China buying soybeans again. How many soybeans and compared to what they used to buy? You cannot look at a number and say, wow. The only way to understand a number is to engage in some level of comparison to see what was happening before or what can happen from it. What can happen in the future. That's it. But what they do is create this shocking this, amazing this, I can't believe this, look what he's doing now. He's building an event space for the White House. He didn't stab a puppy. It's not that shocking. Testing the nuclear capability of the United States? I don't know. When's the last time it was tested? Oh, guaranteed, these people on social media all screaming and yelling and caterwauling like they're people of intellect. They don't know. So we're going to talk to people who know. That's going to be on Tony Katz today at noon. Do not miss it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Holy cow! Another beautiful play for Indiana.
A new coach, a new team, a new energy in Bloomington.
You're going to see a bunch of guys that are all about winning. They play incredibly hard.
Coach Darren DeVries is ready to write the next chapter in Hoosier basketball.
We love what I think the fans are going to be able to see in terms of how we approach every game.
IU basketball is back. Up next, Alabama A&M, Wednesday at 8 on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation. I'm here with Michaela to talk about water damage. Water damage at your home or business can come from heavy rains, broken or frozen pipes, and countless other ways. Michaela, if someone has a loss due to water, why should they call Michaelis?
Michaelis is a local, family-owned Indianapolis company with 39 years experience. We are manning the phones and ready to help 24/7, 365. Michaelis specializes in water damage restoration, is IICRC certified, and will restore your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
I know a big part of getting back to normal is dealing with the insurance company. Can Michaelis help there?
Yes, Michaelis works through the entire process on your behalf to make it easy and give you peace of mind.
If you have water damage, call the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and mold, life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
It's JMV, and the fall sales are across the board at Miss M's Home and Garden this week. Visit the Garden Center for 20% off all fall annuals, including mums and interior fall decor. 30 to 50% off all container trees and shrubs in stock. 40% off patio furniture and 50% off pottery. Now is the time to take advantage of the remaining fall evenings and save. The friendly staff at Miss M's will help add the right touches to your home and landscape. Miss M's on State Road 135, south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
Want to be part of the conversation without waiting on hold?
We're sorry. All of our representatives are still assisting other customers.
Join the Text Club. Direct access to your favorite WIBC show. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393.
This is Sammy Terry, encouraging you to visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov. There you can search for any unclaimed pleasant nightmares that are waiting to be claimed by you. Indiana Unclaimed returns a wicked $1 million every week to Hoosiers across the state. Now go, my goblins. It's fast, easy, and free to search. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's happening?
Looking at northbound 65, slowing down just a bit from Raymond Street into the South Split because of road construction, and taking a look at southbound 69 coming in from Hamilton County this morning. Good morning, everybody. Looking just fine. From State Road 37 to 465, 5-minute trip right now with a 1-minute delay. I'm looking right around 96th Street there, and you might tap the brakes just a little bit as you make your way to the 465-69 interchange with Benford Boulevard. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Not sure what to get him this holiday? You can't go wrong with a gift from Untuck It. Every guy wants to unwrap our best-selling, wrinkle-free, and performance styles. From polished shirts for holiday parties to cozy layers for family photos, you'll find everything he needs to look sharp and feel comfortable all day and night. So, get a head start on your holiday gift list. Early holiday sale happening now. Find the perfect gift for everyone on your list at untuckit.com and more than 80 stores worldwide. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn, untucked.
I gave producer Carl license to play Michael Jackson. I did that. It's on me. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. It is Halloween, people. And, some people may have the inclination to say, you know what, I'm going to dress up like a creepy clown and really scare people and really cause a scene. And I just want to warn people not to do that. We have a series of PSAs we've been playing all week. We'll hit them all today to help people so they don't dress up like a creepy clown this Halloween. Here's one of them.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
Shove one of those fake hearing devices so far up your ass you can hear the sound of your small intestine as it produces.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
Just trying to help. Just trying to help. I don't want anybody dressing up like a creepy clown this Halloween and having bad things happen to them. No, not going to. I'm going to try and help the very, very best I can. I wanted Donald Trump to do the same, and he's like, nah, I don't want to help. I want to cause the scene. And he comes out on Truth Social and he says, hey, what are we all doing here? It's time to end the filibuster. I've got the Washington Post saying of the Democratic Party, vote for the continuing resolution. I've got unions saying, what are you doing, Democrats? Vote for the continuing resolution. And I've got Donald Trump saying in a massive post on Truth Social, nuke the filibuster, pass the continuing resolution, let's go run the country. I cannot make sense of it. And for the people who want to say to me, well, Tony, this is really 4D chess to put pressure on the Democrats, could we stop? Just stop. Just stop. Oh, there you go again, Tony. Not supporting Donald Trump. Dear Lord, idol worship is ugly. And incredibly daft. People make mistakes. I have no idea why Donald Trump did this. In every way, Chuck Schumer failed. In every way, the Democrats are responsible. Every way. John Thune, who is the leader of the Republicans in the Senate, has said he is going to protect the filibuster. And Donald Trump said, well, now I'm in charge. I'm the captain now. And you're like, well, he's the president of the United States. He's in charge. Is that strategy? No, there is no strategy. There's just whatever he puts out on a post at the moment. And everybody, like lemmings, like progressives, says, oh, absolutely, that's it. It's not always it. Everything's possible. Everything's possible. It could still work out. But if you get rid of the filibuster, you're giving the Democrats what they want. You're giving the Democrats what they want. That's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing more. There's nothing else to engage in. You're just doing that. And I don't know why you would do that publicly. Why wouldn't you have that conversation privately? Now, you say to me, Tony, we don't know if he had that conversation privately. Very, very true. We don't. But now it's out in the public. If you're the Democratic Party, you feel any pressure to put this to an end? You could argue with me and say, well, by putting this out publicly, Democrats have to say to themselves, man, we don't want the filibuster to be brought to an end because that could mean bad things for us. So therefore, we're going to vote for this to prevent the Republicans from doing it. One could make that argument. Note here how I cover every side and every part of the conversation. So when they come and say, oh, Tony, you're just parroting this, that, and the other, point them to this and then tell them to sit down. One could argue that that is the methodology here. That's the great strategy here. I think that that is that would be luck. That would be luck. There's no strategy here that can be seen. There's no a strategy here that can be appreciated. None. Zero. I've got unions. I have got editorial boards saying, Chuck Schumer, you have failed. Keep the pressure on to make him make this change. Now, you say to me, Tony, you put the pressure on, but people are actually going to go hungry. I'm going to start where I started. I'm sickened by the fact that we elect people, send them to D.C., and they won't do their job. No budget? What are we doing here? You want me to get worked up by continuing resolution? I won't. I flat out refuse. Vote for better people. The end. The end. President Trump's argument about the filibuster is if the Democrats had the power, they would get rid of the filibuster immediately. Maybe. Maybe. But if you remove the filibuster, you're not going to be able to have the subject. Tony, we don't need the subject. We need to win. Can you name for me the other subjects where the filibuster has been an issue? You didn't give me 10 things. You're giving me one thing. And the one thing is the thing that Chuck Schumer is losing with. So, yes, this is not good strategy. Could it work out? Well, I've lived long enough to know everything can work out. But I don't know why you would put this out. I don't know why you would make this public. I have nothing that shows that there is an ounce of strategy going on behind this, except for John Thune to have to come out and say, no, we support the filibuster, which is now putting Thune against Trump and not what you want. Ending the filibuster is what the Democrats want. They just want it when they're in power. So if this is all strategy to get them to say, no, keep the filibuster, and you've got another year of being able to have this possibility lording over you, maybe. But the more you talk about it, the more it doesn't seem like it's the right strategy. Nothing of this seems like it's the right strategy, Mr. President. Can't wait to get all the tweets yelling at me. So it goes. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
What's up, Tony? Looking to westbound 70 to Hancock County. 13-minute ride in. From Greenfield State Road 9 to 465 on the east side, no delays there. South side northbound 65, slow from Raymond Street into the south split. That is a construction zone. Looking at inbound 69, slow after 106th Street, 282nd, and no problems there. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Ronnie came out to do my walkthrough. It was great. We had a chance to talk about the house. We had a chance to listen to what my goals were, and they helped me to meet them. Then I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't have.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Attention Indiana homeowners. Are you dealing with a wet and moldy crawl space? Hi, I'm Adam Swain with Swain Co. Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts dedicated to fixing your crawl space right the first time. And with our new no-interest, no-payment financing, you can get the repairs you need without breaking the bank. Don't let crawl space water problems dampen your spirits. Call Swain Co., Indy's most trusted waterproofing experts at 317-407-1868 or swaincollc.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes, IU has made a decision about its student newspaper, why a former state employee is suing the school, what state leaders are saying about a federal food program, and what the Indianapolis Colts head coach is saying about their game on Sunday. Those stories from the Technology Recyclers Studios after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 7 o'clock.
It's time for the nuclear option. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's what President Trump posted on Truth Social, calling on the Senate to get rid of the filibuster, which has allowed Democrats to block federal funding demanding health care provisions be added. So now the government shutdown is in day 31.
That would allow Senate Republicans to reopen the government on their own, even though Senate leaders generally don't like the idea of ending the filibuster. But pressure is mounting. Troops are getting paid today after the Pentagon shifted some funds around, but federal SNAP benefits run out this weekend.
That's Fox's Doug Luzader. And halting federal food stamp assistance starting tomorrow would affect more than 40 million Americans. Several states have gone to court to force the Trump administration to tap into contingency emergency funds for that program. Some federal workers who still have to work in the shutdown, like air traffic controllers, are not getting paid, and that has led to a lot of sick outs. A big factor in more than 20,000 flight delays this week.
Well, the chaos prompting Delta Airlines to issue this statement demanding an end to the shutdown. Quote, Delta Airlines implores Congress to immediately pass a clean continuing resolution to reopen the government so that our air traffic controllers, TSA, and CBP officers charged with the safety and efficiency of our national airspace can collect the paychecks they deserve.
Fox's Chanley Painter. Unrelated to that, a scare in the air on a JetBlue flight from Mexico to New Jersey. The plane dropped yesterday afternoon, losing altitude fast, injuring more than a dozen passengers, prompting an emergency landing in Tampa, Florida. Hamas's handover remains that, unlike some others recently, were actually dead hostages, 2 of them.
They were given to the Red Cross in Gaza and transported into Israel by troops. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office says the remains are confirmed to be those of Saha Baruch and Amram Cooper, both taken hostage during the October 7th Hamas attack, which set off the war.
Well, that's Fox's Lily Wu. Hamas still has to turn over 11 more dead hostages in the ceasefire agreement. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
A decision by IU about its student newspaper. Nothing on radar. 43 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 56. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. Indiana University has reversed its decision and will continue printing the Indiana Daily Student.
Earlier this month, the newspaper reported that IU fired the director of student media when he refused to follow a school directive to stop publishing news content in the printed homecoming edition. Then the school stopped printing the paper. IDS had been allowed to continue its reporting via the website. The university had cited financial concerns as a reason to stop supporting just the print edition. The next issue will be printed on November 20th.
That's Wish TV's Phil Sanchez reporting. Meanwhile, that former IU student media advisor is suing the university, saying that they violated his free speech rights when it fired him earlier this month. Jim Rodenbush filed a federal lawsuit yesterday in the Southern District of Indiana, saying IU violated his First Amendment and due process rights after he refused to leave news out of the October 16th homecoming edition. Republicans on Indiana State Budget Committee rejected a proposal Wednesday to allocate state surplus funds to assist low-income Hoosiers in food banks. Republican State Senator Ryan Mishler of Mishawaka is the State Budget Committee chair.
Well, I think there's some options from what I'm hearing. It's probably a little, from also what I'm hearing, it's probably a little too complicated for something just to be put on our agenda.
And we are in day 31 of the government shutdown. State benefits could expire Saturday because of the government shutdown, but that's still up in the air. A man was killed Thursday night after being hit by a minivan in downtown Indianapolis. It happened about 8 o'clock near the intersection of South Illinois and West Maryland streets. The person driving that minivan stayed on the scene, and police say that man may have lied down in the road on purpose, but they're still looking into this. You can immerse yourself in a spooky experience at this event in Hamilton County. Here's Terry Stacy.
Tonight at Conner Prairie, immerse yourself in a spooky experience called A Prairie Normal Evening.
There are going to be digital recorders and EMS there so that you can conduct your own investigations. It is going to be a great night for those that want to maybe encounter, that want to go ghost hunting. You come on out to Conner Prairie and you can have a really cool experience.
Hyacinth Rucker says the event begins at 10 p.m. ConnerPrairie.org for tickets. Terry Stacy, WIBC Mobile News.
And the Indianapolis Colts head to a place they haven't won in a long time, and that's Pittsburgh, to play the Steelers. Head coach Shane Steichen talking about his professional growth.
I think just being more well-rounded in every aspect of a head coach, all the little things that come up during the day, checking in on the training room more often, being around the defensive guys a little bit more. Obviously, I'm heavily involved in the offense, but I think there's obviously more to it.
And while he grows, so does his team. They're 7-1, the best team by record in the NFL. Kickoff at 1 o'clock in Pittsburgh. Coverage on 93.5 and 107.5 begins at 10 a.m. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
Hello, Ryan. Looking at the south side, northbound 65, stop and go traffic, Raymond Street into the south split. That's a construction zone. Inbound 69 tightens up around 96. Let's go 465. Eastbound 465, north side, stop and go traffic from Ditch Road over to Meridian 31. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy pressing for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
She has phone issues, Tony. Wait, there she is. Hold on.
We've got conditions today which do not look all too bad out there. Just a mix of sun and clouds outside with a high temperature of about 56 towards the afternoon. Winds of the west at 10 to 20 miles per hour, but looking good as we move towards our trick-or-treat forecast later this afternoon.
What the heck just happened there?
I came in at the last second and nobody told me what was going on, so I wasn't sure if I was live or not. But good thing no profane words slipped.
That would have been funny.
That would have been. It would have
Right.
been interesting for sure.
Right.
That would have been a trick, not a treat for today.
Good Lord. Okay. Well, I guess we got a weather report. I was doing a bit, and then you were like, nope. I must speak to the people.
Well,
we
again, I
must
just
know
came
about
in.
humidity levels immediately, if not sooner.
I came in and I just heard two dings and then silence. And I was like, I'm just gonna guess I'm gonna talk, and I might just talk to the wall, and that's fine. Marcus
Every
will
now
be
and
here to
again,
be
when
much.
When Matt Bear walks into his apartment, there are two dings, and then the servants come out and they disrobe him and they give him his mask like it's eyes wide shut. It's all very awkward.
You were watching my TikTok last night. And,
well, who doesn't follow Matt Bear on TikTok?
Prolific
TikToker.
Does he floss on there? Otherwise, what's the point of him doing anything?
Yes, I do.
There you go.
What?
Floss on TikTok, man. Come on.
I don't know if that's a thing still. I don't know.
No, you got to floss to keep that food out of your teeth. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
I think he might have met the dance, Matt Bear.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, that's painful.
Yeah. At a certain age, you realize you have back issues.
Right. I thought it was the couch. It's not.
You know, for the people at home, yes, I do get paid for this. I do.
I don't know if I get paid for this. I'm not sure.
Oh, God, not anymore. You might want to go.
Not.
You might want to go see if you're part of that RTV restructure, man. You might want to check that. Check that out immediately.
I've been looking.
Yeah. Well, websites do change.
Yep.
Gosh, that's cold, Katz. I apologize. I got to run. We got a show to do. 40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:09.
This hour powered by Stevenson Heating and Cooling, your American Standard air dealer, serving Johnson and Morgan counties.
just wrote the strangest email possibly of my career. But life is short. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. What is going on, everybody? Operation Midway Blitz. Kristi Noem was in town. She was in Gary, Indiana on Thursday with Governor Mike Braun to discuss the Immigration Enforcement Initiative that was in and around Chicagoland. Department of Homeland Security saying there's been an increase in masked armed agents arresting illegal immigrants with criminal records. This according to our own Jarrett Lewis at WIBC.com. For the record, I have zero issue with the removal of illegal immigrants from the United States. I have incredible issue with any law enforcement walking up to anyone and saying, do you have your papers? And I've seen some of those videos. And I would be firing people today. We are absolutely aware in a large measure of who is and who isn't in the United States legally. We know a lot of information already, and we can utilize that for the majority of sweeps. We can. If you are engaged in a sweep for some other related criminal activity, you can ask the question. This goes back to Arizona and SB 1070, Senate Bill 1070, whether someone's involved in a lawful detention or arrest, stop, detention, or arrest, they can be asked their citizenship. I have zero issue with that as well. Walking up to someone in the United States and saying, are your papers in order? No. That's the line. And ICE has to accept the line. There is a line. The masks? Well, maybe if you'd stop trying to kill ICE agents. Let them do their job. The real argument here is that the left doesn't believe that they should be allowed to do their job at all. I think they absolutely should be allowed to do their job. I just want to make sure we're always defining what the job is. If you think you can walk up to an American citizen and say, are your papers in order? You got it wrong. That's just wrong. Easy enough to say. Let us break down a statement from the Heritage Foundation. Oh, it's going to get me yelled at, but that's okay. What doesn't get me yelled at? Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
This is Sammy Tammy, encouraging you to visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov. There you can search for any unclaimed pleasant nightmares that are waiting to be claimed by you. Indiana Unclaimed returns a wicked $1 million every week to Hoosiers across the state. Now go, my goblins. It's fast, easy, and free to search. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
Let's go. You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, it's T. Brian Hayes here from the Retirement Money Matter Show. There's no denying that retirement planning is a sophisticated and complicated process. In fact, getting to and surviving retirement can be like navigating your way through a minefield. There are several retirement traps you must avoid. Join me this weekend as we discuss these traps in detail and arm you with the information you need to survive. The Retirement Money Matters Show airs this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. right here on WIBC.
A Halloween edition of the Hammer and Nigel Show. Hammer is back, plus it's Beer Sample Friday. All the fun starts at 3 o'clock, 93 WIBC.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
All right, Tony, south side, northbound 65 slows Raymond into the south split because of construction. Eastbound 465 on the north side from Ditch Road over to Meridian Street is slow. And a reminder, FFA Convention, downtown Indianapolis all weekend long, so you're going to have Halloween tonight, and you are going to have FFAers out enjoying some of the nightlife, possibly, around 7, 8 o'clock. So make sure you are watching those crosswalks, especially this weekend, through the entire weekend. Thank you very much. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:15. I'll let you know if I get a response.
If it's something strange in your neighborhood.
I'm told nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's find out. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Getting ready for the popcorn moment. Brought to you by Booher, Booher, BooherRemodeling.com. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement. If it's inside your four walls, Booher Remodeling is the call. They're the people, the best materials. They've got the finest craftsmen. Honestly, they deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude, and you have never worked with anyone, any group, that so plans out what they're doing. Here's what we're doing on Tuesday, and here's what we're doing on Wednesday, and here's what we're doing on Thursday, and here's what we're doing on Friday, and here's going to come these days, and here's how long they're going to take, and then that's it. It's unbelievable how well they do this. Their 5-step design process means that you know what's happening every step of the way. It reduces the stress. And so you're able to enjoy the project. Because, a remodel, there people in your house, and it can make things disjointed for a while. Nothing is better than knowing exactly what's happening, when it's happening, no surprises. That's Booher. Talk to Booher Remodeling today to get the remodel you need, you want, without the stress. Call Booher right now. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher. Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. I am not surprised that would come back to me. Not surprised in the slightest. Let's see this one. I can't share it yet. I can't share it yet. We'll see if I get any luck. There was a statement made. I want to break this down because you might argue this is happening in, social media. This isn't part of real life. But rather, I would say to you that when the president of the Heritage Foundation makes a statement about cancel culture and engages a full-throated defense of Tucker Carlson, who recently had on his show Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is an anti-Semite. He's a white supremacist, however you want to call him. I don't know how he would decide himself. He's just an American. Maybe I think he's just a caricature at times. But why would you platform that guy? That was the conversation. Then Tucker got into a conversation about Christian Zionists and It's always back to this. It's funny. And on social media, everyone's like, oh, Tony, you're always talking about Israel. Oh, no. Tucker's always talking about Israel. Yet I'm told to give it a rest. And he's like, woohoo, cheer him on. It's very strange. And when I say it's very strange, it's strange that somehow people are going to think that it's not going to get noticed. That guy gets cheered on, and I get told no. It's odd. But having Nick Fuentes on your show is about platforming a bigot like this is nuts, is surreal. Why in the world would you do it? That's the question. I wanted to share with you what it is that Kevin Roberts, the leader there of the Heritage Foundation, said. Wanted you to hear it for yourself. I want you to be able to make your own mind up about it. And the reason that it matters is because the divide it is creating seems to be one of this is vile versus one of this is Christian. And that, I think, is a very odd and upsetting place to be. So let me start with, this is Kevin Roberts. He heads up the Heritage Foundation. This is what it is that he had to say. Sorry, I apologize right there.
I'll have more to say on this in the coming days, but today I want to be clear about one thing. Christians can critique the state of Israel without being anti-Semitic. And of course, anti-Semitism should be condemned. My loyalty as a Christian and as an American is to Christ first and to America always. When it serves the interests of the United States to cooperate with Israel and other allies, we should do so with partnerships on security, intelligence, and technology. But when it doesn't, conservatives should feel no obligation to reflexively support any foreign government, no matter how loud the pressure becomes from the globalist class or from their mouthpieces in Washington.
It's at that moment I stop. He hasn't gotten into Tucker yet. Support of Israel is proof of being a globalist. The argument of you can disagree, well, yeah, of course, go right ahead. Does it make you an anti-Semite? I'm telling you it doesn't. That's insane. It's insane. But what if I disagree with you now, Kevin Roberts? Am I now part of the globalist class? Am I anti-Christian? Well, it seems to be part of what you're purporting here. And I think is where a lot of this division is coming from, this what in the world are you putting out there versus good for you for standing up for Christian values. A divide, ladies and gentlemen.
The Heritage Foundation didn't become the intellectual backbone of the conservative movement by canceling our own people or policing the consciences of Christians. And we won't start doing that now. We don't take direction from comments on X, though we are grateful for the robust free speech debate. We also don't take direction from members or donors, though we are inherently grateful for their support.
I'm not 100% sure how accurate that is. In that donors don't have any level of sway. I would hope that donors understand this is the organization we have and this is the message we put out there. And sometimes you might disagree with parts of it, but if you agree with the overarching, that's what we ask your support on. I would hope that that's the case.
And we're adding more every day. This is the robust debate we invite with our colleagues, our movement friends, our members, and the American public. We will always defend truth. We will always defend America, and we will always defend our friends against the slander of bad actors who serve someone else's agenda. That includes Tucker Carlson, who remains, and as I have said before, always will be a close friend of the Heritage Foundation. The venomous coalition attacking him are sowing division. Their attempt to cancel him will fail. Most importantly, the American people expect us to be focusing on our political adversaries on the left, not attacking our friends on the right.
If I disagree with Tucker Carlson, it's a slander. I'm a globalist, and I'm not focused on the right things. I reject the premise, Kevin Roberts, with everything in me. As a matter of fact, I want you to apply that in any other place. If I disagree with Heritage, well, what if I disagree with libertarians like Cato? Or what if I disagree anywhere? If I disagree with Tucker, what if I disagree with Dana Perino? Or what if I disagree with Rob Finnerty over there at Newsmax? It's proof I'm part of the globalists. I can't note something that Tucker Carlson says or does. I can't note that he said Russia has great supermarkets and we should be more like them, and how radically ridiculous that is. It's a ridiculous thought. I can't notice that he platforms Nick Fuentes and say that's wrong. It doesn't sound like a conversation of robust free speech when you then declare that by doing so, you're giving ammunition and energy to the left and you're a globalist.
I disagree with and even abhor things that Nick Fuentes says. But canceling him is not the answer either. When we disagree with a person's thoughts and opinions, we challenge those ideas in debate. And we have seen success in this approach as we continue to dismantle the vile ideas of the left. As my friend Vice President Vance said last night, what I am not okay with is any country coming before the interest of American citizens, and it is important for all of us, assuming we are American citizens, to put the interest of our own country first.
I believe we should put America first. Absolutely. I do. And I'm not in favor of canceling Tucker Carlson. I think that's a silly idea. But I think I can note, without being called a globalist and without engaging some threat to Christianity, that platforming Nick Fuentes is ugly. Because it is. Doesn't make me a globalist. Doesn't make me anti-Christian. The statement from the Heritage Foundation is something else. And people surprised at the response of what's wrong with you. I'm surprised at them. We'll discuss it more on Tony Katz today. Right now, Matt Baer has traffic.
Yeah, Tony, looking at westbound 465 on the north side. That's slow off Meridian to ditch in that exit from southbound 31 to 465 right now back to 106th Street. Inbound 69 slow after 106, 282nd. South side northbound 65, 4-minute delay from Keystone Avenue into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with the qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Halloween edition of the Hammer and Nigel Show. Hammer is back. Plus, it's Beer Sample Friday. All the fun starts at 3 o'clock, 93 WIBC.
The deals are at Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. You got to check them out for yourself. Now, I could make some kind of Halloween joke, like the deals are so low it's scary. But I'm not that guy. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to tell you that you can drive off in a new Ford F-150 for 3.9% APR or lease for $401 a month. It's your choice. A Bronco Sport, which I own, by the way, for just $381 a month. And routine maintenance plans are available. And it keeps things simple and it keeps things easy. And I was actually on the website yesterday because my kid calls me and it's like, the car died. And it's an older car. I'm like, okay, the time has come. It's time to replace. So I went to AndyMooreFord.com and I'm looking up every used vehicle. So many options, so many opportunities. You know that moment when it comes, when your kid makes that call. Or sometimes you're that kid and you're like, yeah, I need to get myself a new car. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. The new selection, the used selection, it is tremendous. Talk to them today. 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or go online to AndyMooreFord.com. That's Andy Moore Ford, M-O-H-R, AndyMooreFord.com.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swanco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement. a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swanco 317-407-1868 or swancollc.com.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to say
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
But the Secretary of War wants to gift the Department of Justice. Nothing on radar, 43 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 56. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. The Secretary of War wants to loan the Justice Department about 50 attorneys.
Secretary Pete Hegseth is ordering the military to provide the Justice Department with 48 attorneys and 4 paralegals for duty in Memphis and West Texas near the southern border. According to a memo, the assignments would be temporary and could run through next fall. In a separate effort, the Pentagon last month approved sending up to 600 lawyers to justice to serve as temporary immigration judges. The Trump administration has increasingly tapped the military to bolster its crackdown on illegal immigration. The National Guard was deployed to Memphis to help battle violent crime earlier this month.
That's Fox's Tom Rigotti reporting. Just a heads up, if you're traveling today.
Overnight departures to Orlando International Airport were delayed an average of 2.7 hours, while the Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport was also experiencing ground delays averaging 90 minutes. Well, the chaos prompting Delta Airlines to issue this statement demanding an end to the shutdown.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter reporting. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has threatened to fire air traffic controllers who call in sick. Attorney General Todd Rokita is appealing his case against St. Joseph County Sheriff Bill Redmond, citing concerns over the sheriff's handling of federal immigration cooperation.
The anti-sanctuary law that Indiana has on the books is a very important statute, and it's a very important statute because it is directly related to public safety.
Deputy AG Blake Lanning at a press conference Thursday says sheriffs must cooperate with federal authorities. Rokita's legal team insists that this isn't about politics. It's about enforcing the law and ensuring public safety across the Hoosier state. A warning from DHS Secretary Kristi Noem.
If you are here driving on our streets illegally and our highways, you are endangering our citizens, and your days are numbered.
Noem at a press conference in Gary on Thursday, joining Indiana Governor Mike Braun and acting ICE Director Todd Lyons to announce the results of Operation Midway Blitz, which she says targets criminals, including those driving trucks, buses, and vans illegally. After meeting Chinese President Xi Jinping and South Korea, President Trump announced China will buy at least 12 million metric tons of U.S. soybeans this season.
Anytime we can see an increase in prices or have some trade agreements come together, it's definitely a win for Indiana farmers and U.S. farmers.
And that's Indiana Soybean Alliance Chairwoman Denise Scarborough. She says farmers welcome the deal, while Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins notes that the Trump administration is aiming for long-term strategies to reduce reliance on China. And sports on WIBC. Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor named AFC Offensive Player of the Month for October. He told reporters Thursday he is grateful for the honor, but there is still more work to do.
We got to continue to put good tape on film, and I think that's something that we all try to do year in and year out, is try to put great tape on film.
And the Colts head to play the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. They haven't won in Pittsburgh since 2008. The Colts are 7-1 and the best team by record in the NFL. The Indiana Pacers trying to shake off a 0-4 start when they open NBA Cup group play tonight against the Atlanta Hawks at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And the game time 7 o'clock. College football number 2 IU hits the road Saturday to take on Maryland. Catch all the action right here on 93 WIBC starting at 2:30. Number 12 Notre Dame plays Boston College. The Fighting Irish are a 28.5-point favorite. In college hoops start Monday. Top-ranked Purdue plays Evansville on Tuesday. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go. And at WIBC.com at 7:35, traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
You got it, Ryan. Looking at Washington Street on the west side. It's westbound at Girls School Road. We have a crash that's backed us up to High School Road. This just happened. Eastbound 465 on the north side. Crash at Keystone Avenue. And a center lane. Center lane. It's in the center lane. It's blocked. And traffic slow back to the interchange again, just happening, so no delay yet, but that's going to change as the morning progresses and crash cleanup continues. Inbound 69 slow after 106th Street, 282nd, and on the south side, northbound 65 stop and go traffic after South Keystone Avenue into the south split. That's a construction zone. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free bed with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now, what is the time? Oh, it's 7:36.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Hi, this is Richard Stevenson. We service all makes and models. Call us at 317-557-8532.
Stevenson Heating and Cooling is your independent American Standard air dealer.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, it's aquatic erotic. I'm sorry. Maybe this should have been a warning. Before. Hope every one of you kids is enjoying going to school today. This is about to be a very interesting lesson about fish. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you during downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Odd stuff, cool stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. I bought, I've sold. It's all there on the Marketplace. The whole Marketplace segment is brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free to use. My gosh, there's a final paycheck waiting for you. It's your money. You earned it. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. And, of course, you can watch what's happening as we're live streaming on the YouTube. YouTube.com/WIBC. Matt Bear is there wearing a kind of low-cut shirt.
Yeah.
That's a little.
It's low cut.
It's a little low, Matty Boo Boo. Matty Boo Boo showing off the Matty Boo Boo.
Yeah.
What's going on? Right there. Producer Carl is there. He just got his new members only jacket off of eBay, and he looks fantastic.
He looks great, man.
And then there's me in the official TK swag. How you doing? You'll get yours January 24th. I should have it set up for Christmas, but There's only so many things one can do. By the way, I'm hiring a director for the midday show, for the midday live stream. If you know how to do those kinds of things, TonyandTonyKatz.com. Send your CV. I'm serious. This is happening. Matt Bear.
Yeah.
Do you like dolphins?
Oh, I love them. I love swimming with them. And
Do you like the mermaids?
oh, do I? Mercy, I have a computer full of videos of them.
Do you like the idea of a mermaid topless, seductively perched atop a dolphin?
They're singing my song, baby. This is life.
Well, have I got your fan fiction come to life for you? This is Antique Mermaid and Dolphin Cast Iron Bookends.
What?
A stunning pair of antique cast iron bookends featuring mermaids riding dolphins. Oh, that's an interesting way to say it.
Okay, I found it here. This is at Tony Katz.
Yes, you can find it on the Twitter X at Tony Katz. And they are riding over green ocean waves. These unique pieces capture the elegance and mythology of the Art Deco period with rich detailing and original hand-painted accents.
It's a great read.
The figures exude both strength and serenity. Well, that's a way to put it.
Yes, yeah.
I think she's exuding something else.
There's some nudity here, I think.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Yeah. Yeah. When I said aquatic erotic, I was not kidding.
You were not kidding. This is full on right. I'm surprised this didn't get flagged by the corporate security here. So we have a naked woman. You say that's a dolphin that she's riding here because it kind of looks like a sack of potatoes.
Nope.
Okay.
Dolphin.
It'd make more sense if she was on the mermaid, but it does look like there's a Santa sack here.
Right. No. She is definitely riding a mammal.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because that wouldn't make any sense.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Just going through my years in radio, that's a first. I have never said she's definitely riding a mammal. And if you listen closely, you could hear all the moms who have turned off their radios.
Well, no, this is bookend. It's for literature. I mean,
right. We're trying to get the kids to read.
Your previous life as an English professor, and here we are, come full circle.
These come from the 1920s or 1930s, and you can get them both. They're 6 inches tall, Matt Bear.
Yeah.
For $175.
Yeah, sign me up. I mean, these are great. I mean, I'd put these anywhere. You have a beautiful naked woman on top of a beautiful naked dolphin, and I can just picture them having a little, a surf through the ocean, up and down, and just
having a happy naked time.
Happy naked time with the dolphin and the woman.
Oddly enough, guys, Happy Naked Time is the name of Matt Bear's third podcast, soon to be available at WIBC.com.
How did you know that I was doing a third one? That's amazing. This is the beauty of the ocean, Tony, and I think everybody should have a pair of these.
Right. So you are a believer that it's not about the size of the wave, but rather the motion of the ocean.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, this is good stuff. This really is.
Honestly, I'm not sure if we have a show tomorrow. Well, no, it's Saturday. On Monday. It could be a very, very long weekend. I don't know. I'm saying, though, I'm out for $175 on these, but if somebody wants them, they're there.
The dolphin has a miserable look on its face. I don't understand that. I mean, you have a beautiful woman on top of you that's not clothed. You have a blowhole. I mean, there's a lot going on here. And the dolphin just looks like it's just in hell, and I feel bad for the dolphin. But I'd still buy the bookends.
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
It's just you and me. No one's listening right now.
Okay, sure.
Have you ever... You ever heard the expression "less is more"?
No, actually, about every day in my life. But I don't know where that applies here because I was talking about books.
I think we should apply it to everything.
Okay. I'll work on it, man. But I don't see the offense here. I mean, they're beautiful. It's art. I love art, and this is artistic.
You can find the art over there at WIBC.com, where we have all of the Facebook Marketplace segments and subjects listed, presented by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Oh, wait, hold on. That's Todd Rokita pulling a sponsorship. There it just went.
Oh, come on.
There it just went. The Attorney General's office just said, nope, no thank you. That's sad.
I love dolphins.
Gone too soon. Tony Katz, 93, WIBC. Good morning. Indianapolis real estate market is strong, but not easy. It's a good time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home, like Mark Dietel Realty. Maybe with a growing family or working from home, you need more space. I know what that's like. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert, trusted and recommended. The real estate expert who guarantees, let me say this again, Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Neil in Indianapolis said I had already moved and listed my old home with an agent friend for 60 days. Not happy. I decided to evaluate the Mark Dietel marketing plan, and I switched. To my relief, after about 15 days on the market, the Mark Dietel team sold my home as is for the price I needed. Call the local Indianapolis agent. Trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel today, 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com. You know, Matt, I've really enjoyed doing this show with you.
I've had a great life, man.
But one has to think that today might be the phone call.
It all comes to an end sometimes, man. You know.
Tell me about it.
Eastbound 465.
But we went out on top.
Yeah.
Just like the mermaid on a dolphin.
Just like a mermaid on a dolphin. We're all mermaid on a dolphin. North side, eastbound 465, crash at Keystone Avenue. It's blocking the center lane. A little bit of a slowdown for about a half a mile here, and not quite to Westfield Boulevard, but there is a slowdown at southbound Keystone Parkway is backing up. Because of this crash, it's slow back to 106. Inbound 69, stop and go before 96 to 465. It's an 8-minute delay. Southbound 65 slows from west to Meridian. Southside northbound 65, a 7-minute delay. Keystone Avenue into the south split. A crash on the west side. Westbound Washington at Girls School Road has a slow, not quite to High School Road, but there is a backup there, and it's significant. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIM.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
The big fall sale is here at Sundown Gardens. Visit the Garden Center for 20% off interior fall decor and 50% off pottery. It's the best deals of the season. All container trees and shrubs are now 30 to 50% off. Now's a great time to add to your landscape and save while you're doing it. The friendly staff at Sundown Gardens can help you add all the right touches to your home and landscape. Sundown Gardens, located on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield, sundown.gardens.com.
This is Sammy Tammy, encouraging you to visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov. There you can search for any unclaimed pleasant nightmares that are waiting to be claimed by you. Indiana Unclaimed returns a wicked $1 million every week to Hoosiers across the state. Now go, my goblins. It's fast, easy, and free to search. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
The best AI for your business isn't artificial, it's advisor intelligence. With Horizon, you get real people to help you drive real growth. Open your business account today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy.
Don't wait to hear it from someone else.
I says, oh yeah? And she says, yeah, it's right.
The WIBC Daily Newsletter brings you the headlines, videos, and moments everyone will be talking about next.
Halloween! It is today. Candy will be given out, and ladies and gentlemen, I discovered two things. That my wife, a glorious woman, honestly, truly a blessed guy. We have a difference in candy, which is to say, I know what candy is, and she is still experimenting. And sometimes things have come to this house, I'm like, that's not candy. And there was a bag of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, which is perfect candy, ladies and gentlemen. Might be the very top of the candy. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. But no, it wasn't just Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. It was Reese's PB&Js. That's right. They added jelly to the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Now, we tried these on the Eat, Drink, Smoke show. You can catch that this weekend at WIBC.com. And, of course, get the podcast, Eat, Drink, Smoke show, wherever it is you get your podcast. We tried these. They either come with grape or they come with strawberry. You have to listen to the show to find out whether or not this is an abomination. I'll give you a hint. It's an abomination. And I said, I don't know why you did this. And then she said, fear not. I also have full-size candy bars. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now a house that gives away full-size candy bars. Can I just, a little bit. Taking care of the children of Carmel, because in Carmel, if you don't give out full-size candy bars, you have to give out bearer bonds. And honestly, who has time for that? Carmel. Good Lord. But it is every Halloween. I like to remind people that you should not dress up like a creepy clown. People like to dress up like the creepy clown, and they like to scare people, and they like to intimidate people. It's very, very dangerous. So we've come up with a series of public service announcements to remind people not to dress up like a creepy clown this Halloween.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I'll rip out your eyes and piss on your brain.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
That's right. That is accurate. Now, you might say to me, hey, Tony, that's a good warning, but I could use one more. Okay. I just in case we didn't get through to people. Here you go.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I know where you live and I've seen where you sleep. I swear to everything holy that your mothers will cry when they see what I've done to you.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
There it is. So we're just trying to help. I have been watching with great curiosity the sale of the properties of the late Colts owner Jim Irsay. The daughters, whom I do not know, they all seem lovely. I'd love to meet. I only want to do an interview. I only want to talk. It doesn't even have to be on air. You come to the house, have a cigar. It's on me. It's happy to do it. I'd be thrilled to kind of dig into how you see things, because I have a question. When Mr. Irsay passed and you sold the house, it's like, okay, they don't need that house. And then they sold this lake house. Like, okay, you don't need the lake house. And then you realize they're selling a lot of things. And then you learn that the Irsay collection is not going to go into a museum, something we can do right here in Indianapolis. It's not going to get donated out. It's going to be auctioned off. The story coming out that the guitars and the cultural artifacts, they're going to be sold. Christie's is going to sell the collection in March. I have questions. I know what it's like. I'm guessing here. I want you to know this is pure speculation on my part, but allow me in a moment of personal. I know what it's like to grow up with a father where the relationship ain't easy. I know it all too well. I do not know what your relationship was like. I want you to know what it looks like from the outside. And it's not that it matters what it's looking like from the outside, but I want you to know. It looks like you're doing away with every single piece of your father. That's what it looks like. Now, it's not that that is the worst thing in the world. Those were his things, and this is your thing. Now I question, though, with all the sales, I'm going to ask the question maybe nobody else is asking or nobody else is willing to ask. Is your plan to sell the Indianapolis Colts? I've seen nothing that shows that that's your plan. I've seen nothing that indicates that that's your plan regarding the team. What I've seen is a real interest in the team. But everything's going. I'm curious as to where your thoughts are, how you see things. The not even taking this collection to where you have the dollars to say, hey, we're going to share this with the world. No, we're selling it off. I always thought the selling of all the properties was interesting. This, I think it's okay to ask the question, and I would love to talk to you on air or off about it. I'm surprised by this move, and I admittedly, selfishly a bit disappointed. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matt?
2 crashes inbound 65, one at West, one at Meridian. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag, title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, 0 security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique, custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
America respects our first responders and veterans, the brave whose business is taking action when calamity strikes. It's dangerous work, often surrounded by sirens, shouting, even gunfire, so hearing loss is probable. First responders can turn to Relay Indiana. If you have trouble hearing on the telephone, visit RelayIndiana.com for voice recognition technology phones that allow the hearing impaired to have normal phone conversations. And there's loaned equipment for those who qualify. Get clarity back on the phone. Visit RelayIndiana.com.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln.
Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus, get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Coming up in 2 minutes, why there was heavy crime scene tape and police activity at an intersection in downtown Indianapolis last night. What is scary in Hamilton County and why you should check it out, and why the FBI arrested a member of the military recently. Those stories from the Technology Recycler Studios after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
The shutdown has lasted the entire month. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Stop this craziness and open the government.
And not long after Vice President Vance again urged Democrats to stop blocking funding, the president posted on Truth Social, it's time to play the Trump card, the nuclear option, calling for an end to the filibuster, which Democrats have been using.
Republican leaders in the Senate have already rejected that idea, but if you nuke the filibuster, the GOP can reopen the government on their own.
The shutdowns left furloughed federal workers unpaid, but Fox's Doug Luzader also reports.
While troops will be paid today after the Pentagon has shifted some funding around, tomorrow, federal SNAP benefits are set to run out. Head Start and WIC funds will soon be in jeopardy, just as open enrollment begins for Obamacare plans.
Now, Democrats warn millions of Americans will face big increases in the cost of coverage if Republicans don't agree to add a provision to a funding bill to extend some Obamacare subsidies set to expire at the end of the year. Hurricane Melissa is moving past Bermuda after leaving a trail of destruction and nearly 50 deaths in the Caribbean, many of them in Jamaica, where the devastation is widespread after Melissa hit as one of the most powerful storms ever. Fox Weather's Robert Ray talked to this distraught survivor.
I lose everything.
What will you do now?
I don't know where to start from. I just need some help to put back myself.
Are you okay?
No.
A different storm hit the Northeast, causing flash flooding in New York City. 2 people died in basements that were deep underwater. 4 days before Election Day, a red candidate is hoping for a blue upset in New Jersey's governor's race.
And when Democratic mayors across this state are endorsing the Republican nominee, it tells you we're onto something.
Jack Chitterelli at a town hall on Fox's Hannity, but a new Fox News poll still has Chitterelli trailing the Democrat. Mikey Sherrill is at 52%. He's at 45%. Another Fox poll is giving New York City Mayor Socialist candidate Zoran Mondani a 16-point lead over former Governor Andrew Cuomo. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Who filed the lawsuit and what he says it's about. Clear radar, 45 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 58. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 8:02. A former student media advisor at Indiana University is taking the school to court, saying he was fired for standing up for press freedom. Jim Rodenbush filed a federal lawsuit on Thursday, claiming the university violated his First Amendment and due process rights. According to the suit, the trouble started when Rodenbush refused to pull news content from the October 16th homecoming edition of the student publication. Not long after that, he says the university let him go. Now he's asking a federal judge to reinstate him and award damages. Over the weekend, FBI agents arrested a U.S. Marine who's accused of kidnapping and sexually assaulting a girl.
Last Friday, William Richard Roy traveled from North Carolina to Chicago, then took an Uber over to Hammond, Indiana the next day. Roy met the girl at a park, took her back to Chicago, and then traveled by bus to North Carolina. Roy was arrested and charged, and the girl was recovered. This was after FBI agents spotted them when the bus arrived on Sunday. Agents began looking into this after they say the girl's grandma said she was missing on Saturday. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Crime scene tape and lots of cops in downtown Indianapolis last night because a man was hit by somebody driving a van near the intersection of Illinois and Maryland streets. He was taken to the hospital in bad shape, and that's where he died. Police say the man had walked into the street and laid down right before the van rolled him over. The driver stayed at the scene and spoke with the cops. He also completed a routine impairment test, which police said showed no signs of intoxication. A new project has finished in Fishers to expand healthcare services Here's Johnette Cruz.
Indiana University Health celebrated a major milestone on Thursday with the opening of a new medical tower at the IU Health Fishers campus, marking the completion of the extensive Fishers Community Impact Project.
With Fishers now being the fourth largest city in the state of Indiana, and then Fishers in Northeast Indianapolis being the fastest growing in Indianapolis. In addition to our patient census, our ED getting busier, we knew there was a need to be met.
That's Sula Bainich, Regional Vice President and Chief Operations Officer at IU Health Fishers. The overall project nearly doubles the hospital's capacity to serve the growing Fishers community. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Pacers look for their first win of the year tonight against the Atlanta Hawks when they open up NBA Cup group play. And you can hear ghost stories and take part in a spooky experience tonight at Connor Prairie starting at 10 p.m.
For those that want to maybe encounter, that want to go ghost hunting, you come on out to Connor Prairie and you can have a really cool experience.
Hyacinth Rucker telling Terry Stacy tickets cost $40 if you're a member of Connor Prairie or $45 if you're a non-member, and the event runs until 1 a.m. on Saturday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at southbound 65 downtown crashes. One at Meridian Street and one at West. The one at West is blocking the center lane and jamming us up back to MLK, and that's going to be a delay of 11 minutes. Northbound 65 slow out of the north split to Meridian Street. Southside northbound 65 stop and go before Raymond into the south split. That's construction delayed 3 minutes. Northeast side eastbound 465 at Keystone Avenue crash. At center lane, no delay here at the moment. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print shipping services. Even passport photos, Staples. That was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Drew Narsutis, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling out there?
Yeah, we're feeling cold, that's for sure. But here's the good news, is that a few early morning clouds are about to fade away, bringing us lots of sunshine for the daytime hours before a couple of clouds move in right around sundown. High temperature in the afternoon in the upper 50s outside, but a breeze out of the west at about 10 to 15, maybe gusts up to 20, could be around to spoil the really nice conditions. Still should be overall a nice day with trick-or-treat hours and high school football likely unimpacted by any nasty weather. Again, just a little bit cool, typical of this time of the year, with the weekend remaining partly cloudy, dry, and high temperatures in the 50s, warming up next week.
That is Drew Narsutis right there of Wish TV. Drew, thank you. 40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is 8:07.
This hour powered by Stevenson Heating and Cooling, your American Standard air dealer, serving Johnson and Morgan counties.
Halloween, everybody. There will be so much diabetes tomorrow. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Jonathan Taylor, he plays for the Indianapolis Football Colts, named the AFC Offensive Player of the Month. What did he say? Oh, offense. Offensive. Got it. Thank you very much. Third time he's received Player of the Month honors in his career, October and November of 2021. I'm surprised it took this long for the NFL to get there. Honestly, guy's been out of his head. As for Operation Midway Blitz, taking place right here in parts of Indiana, of course, based on everything in Chicago, no issue. None whatsoever. We should be focused on removing illegal immigrants from the United States. We should not accept lawbreaking. And yes, the idea that, well, no one is illegal, no person can be illegal, is a nonsense, silly, childlike argument. People who break the law have to deal with breaking the law. That's all there is. And to say otherwise is laughable. So very, very happy to see this going. But I do at all times want to keep an eye on them, because if you're walking up to people walking down the street and saying, show me your papers, no. If you have a reason to ask somebody for their ID, that's one thing. Just walking up to a random person, prove that you actually live here? Prove that you're a citizen? I didn't say it was going to be easy, but I don't give up my rights because they're doing their job. Their job is to ensure that my rights are secure. We have a good understanding in a lot of places of who's here illegally, who the problems are, who the criminal element is. Let's go get them. Let's go get them right now, immediately, if not sooner. You can find the full story on Operation Midway Blitz over at WIBC.com. And there's see, these are the stories. I don't know how the newsroom does it. This is the headline at WIBC.com. U.S. Marine arrested for kidnapping 12-year-old Indiana girl. What? Good Lord. I don't have the capacity to read the rest of the story. I've told this story before when we were doing, it was during the trial of Jared Fogle, the Subway guy, and the child pornography. I'm like, yeah, I can't. I think after day one, I went to our program director, David Wood, and our executive producer, Matt Hiblin. I'm like, yeah, I can't do this story. News is going to have to do this story. I'm not. I can't. I don't have any capacity to do it. That's why I'm not a news guy. This is just too nuts for words. This involves North Carolina, involves Chicago, involves Indianapolis. Check it out for yourself at WIBC.com. Much more to get to, including Trump, refugees, and racism. Yeah. There are plenty of things that you could disagree with President Trump on. There are some things where people just have no idea how to handle their emotions. This is indeed one of those stories. I have got that coming up. You are not going to want to miss it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. If you're tired of HVAC and plumbing companies that offer these, well, really confusing offers, Masters Heating and Cooling keeps it simple. That's mastersindy.com. You can get a full second opinion from one of their master comfort advisors completely free. So when it comes to making decisions for your home, they're made with confidence and peace of mind. You also can get an early bird fall tune-up, $69 from Masters Heating and Cooling right now. And if plumbing is your need, how about $200 off a water heater installation or $500 off a tankless water heater? Qualifying units only. Offer is available for a limited time and cannot be combined with other offers. You need to talk to Masters. They're the people I use to take care of my HVAC system. They're the people you should be using. Talk to Masters today. 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling. 881-9074 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q-certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me!
Select models. Approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
This is Sammy Terry, encouraging you to visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov. There you can search for any unclaimed pleasant nightmares that are waiting to be claimed by you. Indiana Unclaimed returns a wicked $1 million every week to Hoosiers across the state. Now go, my goblins. It's fast, easy, and free to search. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
Hey, listen to this. All it needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
Traffic on the 5s and Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center. What do we know?
Tony Crash downtown southbound 65 at Meridian and stop-and-go traffic back to MLK. We have a delay time right now of 11 minutes. Northbound 65 slow from Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. Crash on the north side, 86th Street at Spring Mill Road. Crash eastbound 465 at Keystone Avenue, push to the left shoulder. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16. Halloween, dear people. Halloween. And of course, some people still don't get the message. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. And they're going to continue to dress like creepy clowns on Halloween and try and intimidate and scare and frighten. And you should know, it's like people who block traffic or try and stop law enforcement from driving. Expect to get run over. Expect bad things to happen. You dress like a creepy clown, it's going to get rough. So we here at Tony Katz in the Morning News, we've got some public service announcements to help people who are considering dressing like a creepy clown. We want to help them, help themselves. So here, just a public service announcement for anybody thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
You die first, get it? Your friends might get me in a rush, but not before I make your head into a canoe. You understand me?
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
Just doing our part to help anybody who's thinking of making this grave mistake. If you need one more, here's one more to help you.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I ain't through with you by damn sight. I'm gonna get medieval on your ass.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
Just trying to help, guys. We're just trying to help. That's all we're doing. So, don't do it. I'm just telling you, don't do it. Yes, President Trump coming out and saying, Republicans, stop dealing with these Democrats. Go for the nuclear option. Get rid of the filibuster. I cannot believe he said it. What an absolute mistake. A mistake. You're winning this conversation. America's with you. This is Schumer's fault because it is. This government shutdown. And here comes the president to say, you know, Republicans should change the filibuster rules and end this. You're going to tell me that there's good strategy here? That now the Democrats are going to immediately vote for this so they don't get rid of the filibuster so they can have it for other things and hold John Thune, Senate Majority Leader, to his word? The Democrats, they have no word. If Democrats had power, would they get rid of the filibuster? I say so. They were all about getting rid of the filibuster. And then they lost the Senate and they were like, my gosh, we have to have the filibuster. Of course they're like this. Question is, do we have a standard or not? You were already winning. Why are you doing this? A mistake. And cutting the legs out from Republicans. And if you're John Thune, you wake up, you read this, you're like, what is happening here? One could make a very, very hard argument that this is all just 4D chess. And here's what... Things can turn. It can work out in your favor, but you had it, and you gave it up. You saw victory, and you were like, nah. Nope, you're like A.D. Mitchell heading for the end zone. I'll drop the ball here. Too soon? Is that not kind? By the way, it's been a while for him in the doghouse. I don't know how long these things last. The wide receiver for the Colts, but I mean, if you're winning the way you're winning without him on the field, I mean that's worse for A.D. Mitchell. But that said, I don't know what the plan is here. If you're not going to allow him the shot at redemption, cut him, trade him. Seriously. Jonathan Taylor got the shot at redemption. He did this. Oh, but he's Jonathan Taylor, and you've got other people other than A.D. Mitchell. There comes a moment where it's beyond ugly. But the story I wanted to get to was a story about refugees. And there's this new bit of regulation, I guess we'd call it, where President Trump is capping the amount of refugees for fiscal year 2026 at 7,500. In 2024, the U.S. resettled more than 100,000 refugees. It's the lowest number since the modern refugee system was established. Even in 2020 and 2021, and we're dealing with COVID, we had over 11,000 people. What has people more upset, when I say people, the left, is that the vast majority of these people are going to be Afrikaners, and they're white. And they're saying, my gosh, this is nothing but racism. Allow me. If not the white Afrikaners, whose refugee status is predicated on the black leadership in South Africa screaming and chanting, kill the Boer, kill the white farmer, and quite literally killing white farmers, who do you want it to be? I would argue that the only thing we should be asking ourselves is whether or not these people want to be Americans, are going to appreciate America and follow the rules of America. These are the questions, which is why I disagree with groups like, what is this group? Heritage, Save Indiana Heritage, or Save Heritage Indiana, who heard me on the show the other day and were like, well, Tony's not really getting it right. I put forth to you, I do get it right. And their argument was, you know, we can't have this mass migration because look what's happening in Dearborn. And I said, it's a very different conversation. I never said mass migration. I never said I favored mass migration. I do favor legal immigration, and I vehemently oppose illegal immigration. And I believe in deporting anybody who's here illegally. And I believe in supporting people who are here legally who support the concept of America. But if you're coming to the United States and saying America's terrible, I throw you right out. If you're an able-bodied man, I throw you right out. We don't do that here. We don't. That we're going to pretend that every single bit of the workforce can be covered by Americans. Sorry, that hasn't shown up in the data. That we're going to argue that somehow Americans can't do this work or refuse to do this work. I don't know if that has proven itself true either. But this is a conversation about how you keep America, America, how we keep the Constitution going strong. And indeed, you cannot allow Islamists into the nation. You cannot allow communists into the nation. You can't. And you have to say goodbye to people. And if there's some woman from Nicaragua who believes that we should be under a communist system or, the workers should rebel, goodbye, you're not an American. You're out. I think we can say that. I never once questioned whether or not we should be allowed to uphold a standard. Which takes us back to this conversation about refugees, the people upset that they're white Afrikaners. Who do you want? You think it should be a little bit of this group, a little bit of that group, a little bit of other group, and everything. There's this perfect even mix here. You're going by characteristics of skin color or something about geography. I want to know who wants to be an American. That's the only standard. Give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, who want to do it our way and recognize where they came from probably sucks. Or at least isn't as good as where they are now. I think that's fine. You should want to be an American, and you should engage the American way of life and understand how we do things here. And if you're not willing to do that, if you think where you came from is better, if you think we should change, maybe this isn't the place for you. So no, this idea of ending mass migration, I think you're grasping at a straw there. Ensuring that our legal immigration system brings in people who want to be Americans, absolutely, and all day and no question. All day and no question. I think my argument's better than yours. I think it connects with more people. I think it solves the problems. And I do believe that we have problems that we need to solve. People upset with President Trump for bringing in white Afrikaners. They think we should bring in people based on skin color or based on some other characteristic. I think the only thing that matters is who wants to be an American. You telling me white Afrikaners don't want to be Americans? Or are you telling me they can't come because they're white? The first one would be like, okay, that's interesting. The second one is just flat out racism. And I dismiss the leftists who make that claim. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Southbound 65 approaching the north split. Crash in the right lane with stop and go traffic back to MLK, a 9-minute delay. Northbound 65 slow. Raymond into the south split because of construction. On the northeast side, inbound 69 looking fantastic at the moment. No delay recorded, but we are looking at eastbound 465. It's a crash at Keystone Avenue. Move to the left shoulder. No delay at the moment. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show, and Hershey says that Halloween hasn't been so sweet for candy sales. Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Thinning hair? This year, grow your hair back like I did. Call 317-522-2995 or visit WeGrowHairIndy.com.
Hi, this is Richard Stevenson. Need heating service in Johnson, Morgan, or Hendricks County? Give us a call, 317-557-8532.
Stevenson Heating and Cooling is your independent American Standard air dealer.
If you're experiencing a hardship and need to quickly sell your home, we may be able to help. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Simple Quarters has helped me by allowing me to sell my house. It's given me the financial stability to be able to move and go on with that next chapter. Simple Quarters was the best option for me because there was no BS involved. It was simply straightforward, to the point, honesty. And that is what made me go with Simple Quarters. There was nothing that I didn't expect. They didn't have hidden fees. They didn't ask me to go get an appraisal. They didn't ask me to have a surveyor come out. This has probably been one of the easiest experiences in my life. And if I ever have to do it again, I would call Simple Quarters again. Simple Quarters absolutely kept their word through the whole process.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
This is Jim with Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning. If you need help in Boone County or Hamilton County, give us a call.
Just go to jimsheating-air.com. Jim's Heating and Air Conditioning is your trusted local independent American Standard air dealer.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What federal agents say was about to go down. Nothing on radar. 45 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 56. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. A terrorist attack. That's what the FBI director says agents prevented when they arrested several people in Michigan this morning. Director Kash Patel says the group planned to carry out the plot this weekend, over Halloween weekend. More details are expected soon. The government shutdown hits day number 31 as Senate lawmakers have yet to agree on a funding measure.
Vice President J.D. Vance urging Senate Democrats to support Republicans' House-passed government funding measure.
This is something that every single American, Democrat or Republican or Independent, should be able to agree on. Open the government. Stop this craziness and open the government. It's causing way too many problems.
Democrats want Republicans to negotiate on a measure that includes an extension of Affordable Care Act subsidies to prevent millions of Americans' health care premiums from surging.
Fighting for the health care of everyday Americans, for the poor, the sick, and the afflicted, for the least, the lost, and the left behind is not a partisan issue. It's a moral issue. And standing on the side of the health care of everyday Americans is the right place to be.
House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
That's Fox's Kristen Goodwin reporting. Rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs has been transferred to a low-security prison in New Jersey on Thursday. Combs checked into Fort Dix to begin a sentence for prostitution-related charges. The rapper had requested to serve a sentence at Fort Dix to be close to his family and to use the facility's drug treatment program. A U.S. Marine facing charges including having sex and kidnapping a minor.
Last Friday, William Richard Roy traveled from North Carolina to Chicago, then took an Uber over to Hammond, Indiana the next day. Roy met the girl at a park, took her back to Chicago, and then traveled by bus to North Carolina. Roy was arrested and charged, and the girl was recovered. This was after FBI agents spotted them when the bus arrived on Sunday. Agents began looking into this after they say the girl's grandma said she was missing on Saturday. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita says he's appealing a judge's decision that dismissed his lawsuit against St. Joseph County Sheriff Bill Redmond. The appeal comes after 9 illegal immigrants with criminal records were released from the county jail.
In the judgment of federal immigration authorities, Sheriff Redmond is not honoring detainer requests. He's not holding illegal aliens that ICE is asking him to hold so that they can, pick them up for deportation.
Assistant President Chief Deputy Blake Lanning at a press conference Thursday says the focus is on protecting Hoosier families and enforcing the law. Spooky season is in full swing, and as it turns out, a lot of you still believe in ghosts and demons. YouGov polled about 1,100 people, and about half of them said they believe in ghosts, and more than half said demons are real. Sports on WIBC. Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor is the Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC this month. It's the third time he's received the honor, but he says it's really a team win because the guys up front make it happen.
Everyone playing unselfish, and we've played unselfish before, but it's just you see it on tape. You see guys like Pitt, Alec busting their tails from backside to try and go and just get a piece of a guy on the block.
Taylor got in the end zone 10 times in October. The Colts are 7-1, and they go to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers Sunday, where they haven't won since 2008. Colts coverage at 10 o'clock over on 93.5 and 107.5 on Sunday. That's Colts pregame huddle, and then the countdown to kickoff is at noon on the same station. The Indiana Pacers looking for its first win of the year. They're 0-4, and they host the Atlanta Hawks tonight at Gainbridge Fieldhouse to begin NBA Cup group play. In Game 6 of the World Series tonight, the Toronto Blue Jays can wrap it up against the LA Dodgers. First pitch, 8 o'clock. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Crash southbound 65 downtown at Meridian has us backed up to 29th Street and a delay of 7 minutes. Eastbound 465 north side is slow from Ditch Road over to Meridian Street. Traffic lights not working on the east side 46 at Shadeland and crash north side 86 at Spring Mill Road. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
How bad is it? Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight. Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee. Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Dow futures are up 117. NASDAQ futures up 384. Interesting. You have got oil prices at $60.41 on the West Texas crude. That's the barrel price. You have got Brent crude coming in at $64.84 per barrel. The 10-year Treasury, 4.099. So it is now, for the second day, above that 4% threshold. Gold, back up. $4,016. That is the bid price right now on gold. Silver ticking back up to $48.92. Gold has had a high of $4,045 today, and silver's had a high of $49.41. So, hope people were able to cash out and things have dipped a little bit, and we might see it come back. We might see that this is the way it is. Over there at IPS, that's Indianapolis Public Schools. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to do something. I always seem to forget, and they're such lovely people. I should not forget. Philip on the News, brought to you by Simple Quarters. Need to help sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Here's what we're going to do. Producer Carl, you have to put this together today. We need a whole Philip on the News intro presented by Simple Quarters. I can't forget. These are lovely people, great sponsors. I want to take care of them. 317-900-HOME. Sell your home without the hassle. 317-900-HOME. So you have to build a new intro with the intro there, or you can create a new intro, Producer Carl, but you're in charge of that. That happens today. That's got to happen. Can you handle this, sir?
Yes, I can.
Hot diggity! Producer Carl, everybody. Heck of a guy. Indianapolis Public Schools. Also brought to you by Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Not really. They have changed over there at IPS its Office of Racial Equity into the Office of Strategic Excellence because schools are getting pressure to abandon DEI efforts. Renaming something is not changing the effort. It's not. It's a new name. It's like when you said you changed global warming to climate change. It's just a new name. It's the same exact nonsense. So, no, you have to get rid of the office altogether. You have to get rid of the ideology altogether. IPS needs to be better. Stop promoting bigotry. Stop promoting hatred. Stop promoting division. That's what DEI does. Don't be in favor of any of it. That's the answer. And when you take a look at your declining enrollments, as has been noted and reported, ask yourself what may cause that. And it could be, yes, some of these exact things that we're talking about. It could be the absolute failure of leadership in Indianapolis, which is an absolute failure. And I was involved in a conversation a couple days ago about how sure am I that Joe Hogsett will win re-election if he runs for mayor for a fourth term. And the answer is 174% sure. I don't want it. Indianapolis shouldn't want it. But Indianapolis doesn't seem to want what's good for it. I only have 5 members of the city county council calling for his resignation. And what have they done about that? Said we called for his resignation and moved on with their day? Well, what are we supposed to do about it? I don't know. How about spending an hour in front of his office every day demanding he resign? How about bringing 500 people with you demanding he resigns? He allows his staff to be sexually inappropriate. He's sexually inappropriate with people. And he has no agenda. He does not keep the people safe. He can't plow the streets. And people are going to vote for him again. Well, at least he's not a Republican. Good Lord, Indianapolis, you sound silly. You do. You sound ridiculous. And I know it's just me, once again, speaking about this honestly. No civic leaders. No. The Pacers, nothing. The Colts, nothing. Lilly, nothing. The great, once vaunted MS Communications, right there on the circle, nothing. Anthem, nothing. Nothing. You can't get the leadership, the people who live and breathe this city, to want to live and breathe a better city. You can't really get much done. And here we are. Yes, if Hogsett runs for a fourth term, I believe he'll get it. It is gross, but it is factual. Because the leadership in Indianapolis does not want to lead. It's the last thing in the world they want. Because the civic leaders only want to say, yeah, problem, what's in it for me? And if you're offended by that, whether you're Jeff Smullian or Herb Simon or Dave Ricks or anybody else, how else should we view it? I've got 5 microphones and no waiting. You tell me. I'm right here. Tony Katz, 93 W. No, don't tell me. Tell Indianapolis how they should view it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Indianapolis real estate market strong, but not easy. It's a good time to sell. Only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home, like Mark Dietel Realty. Maybe you want a fast, guaranteed, no-hassle home sale, but you don't want to give up hard-earned equity to do it. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert trusted and recommended. The real estate expert recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts you can cancel at any time. Troy in Connorsville said, I was a real estate challenge. I wanted to sell my home over market value and buy a home near my favorite hunting area with land and no HOA close to town. Miraculously, the Mark Dietel team did it all. They found the perfect home at a great price and sold my current home in 10 days for $10,000 over list price. Talk to the local Indianapolis agent. Call the local Indianapolis agent trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel right now. 317-755-4232. Get all the details. Tell him Tony Katz sent you, or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wealth Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Not sure what to get him this holiday? You can't go wrong with a gift from Untuck It. Every guy wants to unwrap our best-selling, wrinkle-free, and performance styles. From polished shirts for holiday parties to cozy layers for family photos, you'll find everything he needs to look sharp and feel comfortable all day and night. So, get a head start on your holiday gift list. Early holiday sale happening now. Find the perfect gift for everyone on your list at untuckit.com and more than 80 stores worldwide. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn, untucked.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Bear, what's happening?
Downtown Indianapolis crash. Southbound 65 at Meridian. And it's blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to 29th Street. A delay of 6 minutes on the east side. We have traffic lights that are out. 46 at Shadeland Avenue, not causing too much trouble. But, just take turns. Northbound 65, stop and go before Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear with Traffic on the Fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
40 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
Colts fans, get your game face on at the ultimate Colts tailgate at the Slippery Noodle. Sunday, November 30th at 9:30 a.m. Kick off your day with food, drinks, tailgate games, and nonstop pregame action. Rally with fellow fans, fuel up, and get pumped.
Producer Carl. Thank you. Tony Katz. 93 WIBC. Good morning. It took me a moment. I will admit I had to go through the Rolodex. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here is how we play our game. Producer Carl has picked a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. Now, I can utilize the chat room there, watching the live stream, youtube.com/WIBC. Or I can go to Matt Bear and just phone a friend. And if I were to do that and phone a friend, let's try the sound effect one more time. Thank you. And I would go to Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center. And I would say, Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
That's singled out, Tony.
Nicely done. That's full MTV, ladies and gentlemen.
Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, that's gold.
Or Carbon Electric, whichever.
Hey now. I'm going to need a moment. That is the theme song right there to the Munsters.
Grandpa Al.
You are welcome right there. You want a weird story? Interesting story. One of the trades has it as today. Is that It was an email I got from Denny Smith. Denny Smith, of course, Home and Garden. Denny Smith, of course, a billionaire. Denny Smith. Yesterday marked the 87th birthday of WIBC. The station got its start October 30th, 1938. Officially went on the air for the first time from the Indianapolis Athletic Club. Originally on 1050 AM with 1,000 watts, operating as a daytime-only station owned by the Indiana Broadcasting Company. It wasn't until 1941 they moved to 1070. Cool. That is, that's pretty groovy. It's fun to be here. And that's a great story. How long this station has been here. How long this has been building up. On Tony Katz today at noon, President Trump says we should get rid of the filibuster, undercutting Republicans. He's just wrong, and I can't believe he did it, except it's a totally Trump thing to do. And if someone wants to tell me that this was, it's all part of the plan. He's just playing 4D chess. I don't see it that way. You're winning the fight. Why not just win the fight? You've got unions saying that Democrats are causing this government shutdown because they won't vote for the continuing resolution. It's on them. You got the Washington Post editorial board saying Democrats are causing this government shutdown. Vote for the continuing resolution. And then you come in and say, Republicans should just go nuclear and get rid of the filibuster and then vote for this with 51 votes. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? It's a mistake. It's silly. Unnecessary. You created a wrinkle. You were winning. You're like, no, let's not win. No, Republicans can't win. I have to be the one who wins, which is, of course, a very Trump thing to do. Don't ask me to defend it. Don't ask me to understand it. I just won't. I have no idea what's going to happen next. None. But if you tell me, well, this is a strategy. Yeah. Jack's Donuts filing for bankruptcy protection. This has been in the offing for a while. The story here with Jack's Donuts is that they were growing, and they made a decision that we're going to start opening stores that utilize a commissary. So you can have a storefront, but you don't need the kitchen, and we'll supply you the donuts every day. And then as the reporting went and the stories went, the commissary either couldn't keep up or wasn't well run, whatever the case may be, and stores weren't getting donuts. And then the quality of the donuts absolutely was not there. Wasn't there at all. And there have been stores that have been suing and stores, I think, going out of business, finding ways to get out. And now we are here. They say you may have seen that Jack's Donuts has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. This is a court-supervised process. We have plans for continued and uninterrupted future operations that will be filed in the case. Our stores remain open, our teams are at work, and our commitment to quality, tradition, and community remains unchanged. The Jack's franchisor and certain related entities are the subject of the bankruptcy proceedings, and no independently owned franchise is subject to this action. They continue for more than 60 years. Jack's Donuts has been about more than donuts. It's been about people. As we move through this process, our focus is the same, to ensure that the Jack's experience continues for generations to come. I don't know how it goes from here. There are multiple lawsuits regarding debt. There is a bankruptcy filing lists $14.19 million in liabilities against only $1.4 million in assets. And then it goes through who has the claims, the biggest one being Old National Bank with a claim of $3.5 million. So, we'll follow it. We will follow how this works out and how this plays out. I would still argue that the donut business in and of itself seems to be all right. You know, COVID certainly did damage to a great number of businesses, and you saw closings, and I've seen things go out. But as a matter of just course, if there's a local place that that does the job, that brings it consistently, I haven't seen anything but thriving in that regard. And it's like one of those things like I talked about with the coffee the other day. More of that local, more of that success, and talking about it, I think, is very important. This is a big story because people's livelihoods are on the line here, and we'll follow the story as it goes and grows. I will catch you guys at noon. It's Halloween, and just a reminder for anybody thinking of dressing up like a creepy clown, this Halloween.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I'm gonna scissor kick you in the back of the head. I'm 10 years old, but I'll beat your ass. I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
Happy Halloween, once and all. Be very careful. Matt Bear has traffic.
Woohoo! Southbound 65, crash in Meridian, right lane block traffic stop and go back to 29. It is a 6-minute delay, and we have lights out on the east side. Shade